Hey guys, so it's time to update my wreath for my front door, and I want to go with a patriotic theme here. So I've kind of got a loose layout of some embellishments and papers and some ideas that I want to do, but I want to get started. I'm going to put this off to the side for now, and I'm going to make another one of these roses here. I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'll give you a little close-up of this one. It's just a paper rose that's rolled up, and I actually cut this. This was with my Cricut. I found a little pattern on their, what do you call it, design space, and I went ahead and I cut it. So this is what it looks like before it's all rolled up. It's just a spiral piece of paper, and you roll it up and it makes these pretty flowers. I did another one that's not going on this project, but it's purple. I sprayed it with Tattered Angels paints and put a little bit of stickles on there, so it's really shiny. But anyway, I want to show you how I colored this one. I wanted to keep it looking sort of aged to go with my vintage American look, I guess is what you can call it. So I took my vintage brass glimmer mist and I'm just spraying it all over. And I did this, maybe it'd be easier to do one side at a time. The first rose I did one side at a time. This one I'm going to do both sides. We'll see how that works. You do want to do both sides because when you roll it up you're going to see both sides, the inside and the outside, because you're looking at it kind of from both sides. So go ahead and do both sides. Now I'm using some bronze glimmer mist just to get a little bit more variation in your color here. And for the last step, I just took some tattered leather. I'm going to unscrew the top and just add some splatters. I just think it gives it a little bit more texture and interest. Okay, so that should be good. I'm going to go ahead and dry it by just hitting it with my heat tool. Okay, so that is mostly dry, not totally dry, but that's fine. It's still going to roll up the way it should. So you're going to start from the outside and roll in. And it's going to kind of look a little weird at first, but once you get it rolled up and you can kind of fluff up the petals, let it relax a little bit, it's going to look really great. Now you can do this without your Cricut. You can just cut this by hand or just cut little spirals of paper. I've done that before and it still looks great, so you don't need a Cricut, but I just feel like it made it really easy and it looks really good, so I went ahead and used my Cricut. And you could use pattern paper to do this, then you wouldn't have to do your own thing, but I really like those glimmer mist, and like you can see it really gives a nice aged look to my flowers. So I really like my white cardstock. I just feel like I can do anything with it. I can use it with my Tattered Angels, I can use it with distress inks, just whatever. I just feel like it's very versatile and you can just change it to whatever you're doing. Okay, so once you get to the end, there's this little circle here that you can just stick on the bottom. I just like to kind of mess with the petals a little bit and sort of fluff them out. I don't know if you can see the gold on my fingers. That's all the gold from the glimmer mists. That's really fun. Anyway, so that is, I kind of want to get it a little bit more. Alright, so I have it, I think, the way I want it. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun and just put a little dab here and glue it down. I'm sure you can use some other glues too, but I decided to use hot glue because I just really want it to stay. It's going on my door, so who knows what's going to happen. I have a toddler, so he's probably going to be playing with it. So I'll just use hot glue, make sure it stays. And I didn't actually glue this one yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that too. Okay, so I have 2 flowers done. I'm going to set my mat aside and bring in my pieces. Now this, actually I'm going to wait. I'm going to do this next. So these are some iron-on letters that I have. I actually got them on sale, and I'm going to use some of Canvas Corp's canvas sheet, and I'm going to go ahead and iron them on. Just making sure I'm lining them up the right way so they look even. I am having it set off to the side because I'm going to put some flowers here. So it looks a little funky, but it's going to be alright. I'm just going to put this wax paper over them. Grab my iron. Make sure I get it nice and hot over those letters. This is actually the wax paper I've been using under my hot glue gun. So kind of forgot to grab something before I started the camera, so we'll just see how this works. Okay, it does need to get hotter, but I need to move my wax paper around. There we go. But it's working. It's sticking on there. There we go. Just get it nice and hot so that glue around those letters sticks to your fabric. How that looks. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna unplug my iron before I forget. Okay. So that's pretty cool. It sticks on the canvas really well. I did got a little burnt here on the edge, but that's fine. Okay. So, I'm using these papers, and these are Canvas Corp papers. I think this is their Vintage America or something. I think that's what those are. And this obviously looks like part of their nautical set. I just thought it went really well together to sort of make this flag. I'm going to make a banner out of all these pieces. Maybe I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see. There we go. So it all fits into the camera. Okay. So I'm going to lay it out a little bit of how I'm thinking I want it to go. Put a little bit of burlap behind the USA, and this is actually some, I think they're called Fancy Trims by Petaloo. I just cut strips of this lace here, and I'm going to put them on my stripes. I just really thought that looked kind of cute. I want to kind of line them up so that they're even. Okay, and I think I'm actually going to use my hot glue gun for this as well. Normally I'd probably use my tape adhesive, but I want to make sure it stays with this going on the door. People coming in and out. I'm just going to put a few little dabs of hot glue on either side and then put my lace down on top of it. Now we're not actually even going to be here for the 4th. We're going home to visit family, so we'll just have to put this up right away and enjoy it before the holidays come. Okay, so that's all glued on, and I think that's all I'm really going to do to these pieces. I might add a few little brads that I have here. I'll show you in a second. But I really kind of want to just keep it simple. I just think the great thing, I put the wrong piece in the wrong place. So let's move that, shall we? Okay. There we go. I want it to match, and I wanted this bigger piece on top, so perfect. Okay. There we go. Okay, so those 2 pieces are done. I'm gonna move them aside and work on this piece. So I want my burlap to go down here. I'm just gonna add a little bit of hot glue behind it. Now I'm gonna put some hot glue on my canvas piece. I'm really excited that these iron-on letters work so well with this canvas. I just think it looks really cute. Okay, and then, let's see, I want my flowers to kind of go here around the USA. So, I'm gonna go ahead, glue those down. Okay, I do want to make sure I leave this corner clear because I'm going to make sort of a banner out of this. I want to be able to punch holes in the corners, so just got to make sure I have enough room for that. Alright, and then, like I said, I'm keeping it kind of simple, but I have these gold star brads, and I thought it would really go cute with the gold in the letters here. So I'm just going to take this little thingy, let me map out where I want them to go first, maybe something like that, and just poke a hole where I want each brad to go. So I think that looks pretty cute. Now I have 2 of these brads left. I was thinking maybe I'll put them on this one down here in the corner. Alright, so it looks pretty cute. So now the only thing left to do, really, is to get holes punched. And I'm going to use my Crop-A-Dile. I am going to use my smaller side of the hole punch and just punch in each corner. Now I did think about notching these the bottoms out of these, what do you call it, banner pieces, but I thought it looked more like a flag with them being straight. So I'm just going to go ahead with it and keep them like that. Now, here's my wreath. This is the same wreath that I use for everything. I just take it apart for every season and reuse it. Grapevine leaves or wreaths are really great for that because they're so versatile. So I'm going to use some more of my twine here. Just get a good piece. And I want the twine to go mostly behind. So I'm going to go in and then come out this side. So then you'll have your string behind. And then just do the same thing for these. Go in the first side and then come out. Now if you want your string in front, you just do it the opposite way. But I'm going for the string behind today. Come on. And behind. And then I'm just going to get them close together. I'm going to go ahead and just, hopefully you can see, just tie them on. I know it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but that's about it. I'm going to take some more pictures, so I'll show you some pictures and get some more product links on my blog, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Gave you some inspiration. You can keep decorations simple and they still look great, so hopefully I gave you some ideas. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you will click like or comment telling me what you think, or subscribe or share. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.